Hello, Rebecca,
Bernette
and we're here for another channeling session.
with Spirit Speaks channel on YouTube.
Okay. And we're going to jump right in and get going. We have someone here, and we're going to see who it is. Who's here?
Mary Cross.
Mary Cross. What year were you here, Mary Cross?
1662.
1662. So, are you a slave? Are you a free person?
I am. I live up north.
Okay.
Where
Where
in Massachusetts? I guess it would be outside of Boston. It's a small town. It's not very big.
Okay. How old are you?
Well, at this time I was about 22. I
So,
was recently married.
okay. Any children?
Not yet, but soon we hope.
Okay.
But I'm here because, and I know what you all are trying to do. I appreciate letting me step in. I'm here because I married a preacher,
Mm-hmm.
and together we did some things we probably should not have. We judged some people very harshly that we should not have,
Who are
and they
these
suffered.
people? Who are these people?
Well, at the time, we would have called them witches. But they were more earth protectors. They celebrated the earth. But that's not the way things were. And that's not what we were supposed to do according to the book that I believed in and the faith that I was practicing.
Oh, okay. So, why did you judge them the way you did at that time? What made you do that?
Well, they were practicing things that I couldn't understand, that were not biblical. And I'm still not sure I agree with it.
Were they hurting you? Hurting the other people?
No, they weren't hurting anybody. And I guess that's why I feel bad, because we made them feel unwanted. We made them move out of our little town, and they had to live on the outskirts, and were really relegated to second-class citizens, and a lot of places didn't want them there. And we were at the head of that. We would encourage people to not let them come to the store in town.
Really?
Not let their children play with the other children. Not speak to them when they entered the town. And that was wrong. That wasn't very godly or Christian of us.
So, why are you coming at this time to share this?
Because I feel bad, and I just want to say that was foolishness. They weren't hurting anybody. If anybody, we were the ones hurting people. That was foolishness. And they suffered. They suffered for our lack of compassion, our selfishness. And instead of being a part of our community, we cast them out.
Some things have changed. To those who look at others differently today, what would you say to them?
Look at the heart. I mean, these men and women who lived a different life, they didn't hurt anybody. In fact, they probably were kinder than we were, probably more loving and giving and charitable than we were. But we thought we were right and we were righteous and justified in our treatment of them. And none of it was justified, none of it was righteous. But we felt it was. And because we felt it was okay to treat them like that. And so I'd say, don't be stupid. Don't treat other people like that. There is no reason. Look at the heart. Look at the heart. And not at a label, not at what they call themselves. I mean, we called ourselves Christians. We weren't acting like it.
So, did you have an opportunity to change before the end of your life? Or did you change your views before the end of that lifetime?
I would say yes, but I wouldn't publicly do it. I was the preacher's wife, and so I had a standard to uphold, and we'd been the ones who'd started this whole thing, so I shouldn't say started. We continued it and let it grow. And it was some years later when I realized that maybe what we were doing wasn't right, but it was what we were doing then. It was our culture then. They were off to the side, and we were right. And I think it made us feel special. It made us feel powerful. And even as I was old and realizing that maybe I was wrong, I wasn't willing to admit it to anyone. I didn't want to change the status quo. I didn't want to be the one to change the way we were doing things, the way everyone was comfortable with it. Everyone like me.
Yeah. What about your husband? Did he change his view?
No, never. Never. He was firm in his belief, and perhaps that made it harder for me to say anything, because as you might be aware, in that day, women, well, we didn't have much of a voice.
Yes.
So I just kept it to myself. And in my prayers, I prayed for them. I prayed for us too.
Well, that was good. And I'm sure that was helpful.
Maybe. I hope so.
So, what is the lesson that you learned from that lifetime?
I didn't practice the lesson in that lifetime. And I don't know that I could have in that lifetime, because I never spoke up. I never stood up for them. I never did anything to stop it when I could have. And I say that as to say, I was the preacher's wife, and there might have been something I could have done to speak to my husband in the confines of our quarters and say, this perhaps isn't right. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Maybe we shouldn't be mistreating them. I never had the courage. I never took that step and put myself out there, because he was a hard man. It was often his way or no way. And so I never stepped out of where I was supposed to be as a woman.
Place.
Yes. Now, I would like to think that if it were in the day that you live, that I might have that courage. But I don't know.
But you're speaking now.
Yes.
And I thank you for coming forward and saying and sharing this truth and apologizing. I'm taking this as an apology to those that you hurt.
Yes. Yes. I am sorry to them, and I'm sorry that even as my own heart changed, the outside of my life did not reflect that. I did not let you see the Christ in me, in my actions or my words. You should have seen the light shine from me, and I did not let that happen.
I accept your apology for them.
Thank you.
I'm sure their hearts are receiving this apology and accepting it as well.
I certainly hope so. My heart feels lighter. And I hope that theirs does as well, knowing that even after this time, I'm saying I was wrong. I was wrong. And I am sorry.
Thank you for that. Thank you for coming and sharing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me and letting me speak. Thank you.
I wish you well.
The
Thank you.
same to you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. We're grateful for Mary Cross coming forth and sharing her truth and apology. And for those who are open to receiving it, and I just pray that those on the other side whose lives that she affected in that way can receive that apology. And may love and peace and healing be received by them, and received by Mary, and received by all who may hear today, who feel the effects of those actions from the past. May there be forgiveness for every action, every thought, and every deed committed. May any burdens, broken hearts, misunderstandings, and ignorance be dispelled. May love and peace make us all one. Amen.
Amen.